On top of that, what he is doing for the game that I love the most is incredible. He's changing the sport of baseball. He's allowing kids to believe that they can be a two-way player. I remember growing up, I was told all the time, you have to stop being a two-way guy. It's impossible to do it forever. Well, now kids can look up and say, well, Shohei Ohtani's doing it. Why can't I do it? And they'd be right. So tonight, he's making history again. I feel like every single time he took the field last year, he was making history. Every single thing he did. But now we're here. I'm going to get to see it. I was listening to an interview with him today, and because I was talking about my predictions for Ohtani for this year. I get asked this all the time. What's Ohtani going to do? Well, one, I'm not a fortune teller. I have some ideas, but I was also listening to him talk. And he said, I'm not satisfied with my year last year, which, one, is comical, but he felt like there was a lot of room for improvement. He felt like there were plenty of things he could have done more. And then on top of that, he went on to say, there's really nobody to compare myself to. I'm the only two-way guy in the league for the most part. Like, I have nobody to compare myself to, so I'm not going to say I'm doing a good job. Hey, Shohei, there's a reason nobody else is doing it, because it's impossible. So yeah, it's pretty cool what you're doing. This year for Shohei, I'm going to say this. I really do think he can be better. And I'm not just saying that because I like him and I talk a lot about him. I'm saying that for a few reasons. Shohei struggled in the second half last year because, I don't even want to say struggled, just struggled to put up the same numbers that he did in the first half because, well, there was nobody in the lineup to protect him. Mike Trout, gone, hurt, didn't play the whole second half of the year. Anthony Rendon, out, not around. He had no protection. This year, you get to bat right in front of a guy that is going to be one of the greatest of all time. So coming down the second half, coming down the stretch, you're not just going to be able to pitch around Shohei and put him on base and just go get the next guy. That's not going to happen anymore. So when he went on that absurd pace to get to 30, 40 home runs really quickly, he fell off because every game he was just getting walked and walked and walked. But that's not going to happen this year. I like Shohei. If I had to give you a bold prediction, and I'm in the business of bold predictions, I love doing it. I think it's realistic that Shohei hits 50 home runs this year. I really do. 46 last year, crushed it, slowed down his pace at the end of the year. I think he gets to 50. I think he continues to pitch well on the mound. We don't talk about him enough pitching-wise. We really don't. Everybody talks about him offensively. We don't talk about him enough pitching-wise, what he does on the mound. His splitter last year was the best pitch in baseball. As a guy that was potentially going to be the home run leader in baseball, he also had the best pitch in baseball. The splitter. The splitter was the best pitch, batting average against-wise, in all of baseball. If it weren't for a few starts last year from Shohei, one that comes to mind is New York against the Yankees at New York. He struggled. He didn't make it out of the first inning. He comes out, and it just balloons his ERA, and which was already really good. If he didn't have a couple of those starts in there, and that's easy to say, well, if you take out that start, he could have been even better. Obviously so. But there's a chance Shohei wins the Cy Young Award last year. He was at least in that conversation for a little while. So on the mound this year, and we're going to get to see it immediately. I mean, how cool is this? I'm talking about his pitching. I'm talking about his hitting. We're going to get to see both immediately. He's going to start the year at 6:30 right behind me on the mound. He's going to take the field. He's going to throw the first pitch of the year for the Angels, and he's going to take the first at bat for the Angels as well.
Thanks for watching. If you love Flippin Bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.